I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
I have bought a quantity of Jester Hops. I don't really know what to do with them. The styles of beer I like most are West Coast IPA, Double IPA and Irish Red. I have a variety of other hops that I can use as well as the Jester, but Jester must be the main star of the show. Design a 5-gallon batch using one of the styles listed above and using Jester as the main hop addition. .8%, then the method. So yeah, 6.8% seems a bit much for what I want today. Anything else? Hmm. 6.8% is too high. I want something between 5.5% and 6%. And then just because I'm lazy, convert everything to metric, yada yada yada. Maintaining the bitterness of 60 to 70 IBU. Substitute. Yeah, I don't want Jester to be the bittering hop, basically, is what I'm saying. So sub something else in as a bittering hop. So what do we go for? Magnum. 10 grams of Magnum. Interesting. Let's see what else needs changed. Yeah, I don't have 2-row, so if I just use Solder, how would that affect the recipe? So that's interesting. With Solder Alt, you may have a slightly maltier and nuttier character compared to using standard 2-row. This could complement the biscuity and fruity notes. So after some negotiation with the computer, with our AI counterpart, this is the brewing bill that we came up. It's mostly Solder with a little bit of Munich malt added in. We'll then be doing bittering hops with Magnum is our bittering hop, and then 3 additions of Jester as we go through the bill. This has been the worst mash I've done for dough balls. There seems to be quite a few. I'm out of practice, guys. So sometimes if the mash sort of difficult to stir, difficult to mash in. Sometimes it's handy to put your pump on and just recirculate for a little bit whilst you're mashing in. It just brings a lot of the liquor to the top of the mash pipe, which sort of obviously saturates it a bit more, makes it a bit easier to stir, makes it much more fluid, I guess, much closer to a liquid state, which then makes it easier to stir and identify dough balls better. But as I say, I seem to have quite a few there today, which isn't ideal. I am doing no sparge today, so mash efficiency is paramount, because we're not going to be able to make it up with a good sparge. So by doing no sparge, efficiency does take a bit of a hit generally anyway, so we want to minimise that as best as possible. And one of the best ways to do that is just ensure your mash is perfect, or as perfect as it can be. So I'll let this sit for about 5 minutes, then I'll take a pH reading, make sure it's in the zone, and then I'll just keep mixing it up. I will recirculate all through the mash, which also helps efficiency. But yeah, that's mashed in, guys.
And that's kicking. Ay, 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 ay.
So that's the end of last mash. Nothing really overly eventful. It's heavy. Jesus Christ, it's heavy. Why is it so heavy? I don't understand. Our liquid level up to about here, so I have a feeling this is going to be a long brewing process.
Pardon me for breathing, which I never do anyway, so I don't know why I bother to say it. Oh God, I'm so depressed.
First top edition, 22 grams of Magnum. So at this time, in goes the Jester and the Portaflock tablet. Exciting! So once again, as you can see, there's some serious hot matter on the side of the kettle, so it's boiled over again, up and into the condenser. I'll need to think of a solution to that.
Don't get technical with me.
Some real redneck ingenuity there.
The cruelty of the old pharaoh is a thing of the past. Hooray! Let a whole new wave of cruelty wash over this lazy land. Yeah!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final product. A joint effort between myself and ChatGPT and all those other robots you see. If I turn my camera light off, you can see it's a nice sort of honey colour, maybe, getting close to copper. Maybe a copper colour. It's not meant to be red by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, with a nice sort of thick head, nice creamy top on it. You can't really see, I'm not going to angle the camera. Even from here, I'm getting nice strong pineapple, kind of like tropical fruit on the nose. Definitely coming from the Jester hop. What else are we getting there? Am I getting any sort of hint of a multi backbone? I don't think so. I think it's all fruit. Yeah, so nice fruity colour. A little bit of carbonation coming up the glass. It's been set to 10 psi there for just under a week now, just over a week now I think. As you can see, the head's lasting a little bit, and we're reasonably clear. Clarity wasn't something that I was aiming for with this beer, so that's just from a couple of weeks of keg conditioning.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
So definitely getting more of a malt backbone on the flavour. In fact, it's probably a little bit too much. It kind of overpowers the hop a little bit, so it's nice hoppy fragrance, but not as much on the taste. It's medium body probably. There's a nice bitterness. Probably for most people, too much bitterness. It's like an old school IPA that you used to get sort of 3-4 years ago that was really bitter. But there is like a citrusy kind of twang to it as well. Not even a hint of pineapple at all on the taste, but definitely on the nose. All in all, reasonably happy with the beer. Yeah, reasonably happy with it. Don't think I'd brew that exact recipe again, but I'm not overly worried about using Jester. So I didn't really know what to do. The whole point of this video was I didn't really know what to do with this hop. I bought it almost by mistake, and I didn't really know what to do. And I thought, you know what? I've seen a few people do ChatGPT videos. I'll jump on that bandwagon, and I'll also try out the new hop. I didn't really want to do a smash. I probably will now anyway. Do it. Sorry, there's a hair attached to my hat somewhere. I will probably do a smash with Jester now because I think it's quite good. And then I'll think about what it's good to go with. I have a rake of sourdough down there that has been sat in the freezer for longer than it should, so it probably should have been used longer. So I'll maybe fire a load of that in, a load of Jester in, and try and use it up that way. In terms of then the hop, you know, all these modern hops nowadays, they offer so much, and when you get a hop like Jester, kind of doesn't give you the same bang for your buck as other hops that are out these days. So I don't know about it really. I mean, I'm not going to throw it out, I'm not going to give it away, I'm going to use it, but I'll be very reluctant to buy it again. There's so many good hops out there, why would you? So all that remains is to name the beer, and actually when I first got the Jester hops, this was the one thing that I wanted to brew with this was a beer called Kill Jester, and that was the whole plan of this video, was to do that.
Jingles here, at your service.
Kill Jester.
There's only really one clip of Kill Jester, so we'll fire that in now.
Jingle is our friend. She's here to help us.
So she'll be here for the whole quest, aye?
Yes.
To give advice and tell jokes and that?
Yes.
For the whole quest?
Yes.
Kill Jester.
So yeah, bit of fun, nothing really meant by it. Yeah,
Jingle is dead. Game over. There is now no way
Well
to...
worth it, mate, well worth it. Get rid
It's a
of
very
it.
drinkable beer. It actually goes down way too easy. Despite that bitterness, the bitterness doesn't linger in your mouth the way some of the old IPAs used to. So from that point of view, it's probably all right. Well, I'll bottle maybe half a dozen bottles. Try and get them out in the new year. If I can find some bottles. I know there's a couple behind me there, and clean out and relabel. I have another beer on, it's getting kegged immediately after this video. I'll tell you about that when it comes out. And then I don't know what I'm doing in the new year. I have a keg empty. And I have a keg that I'm probably not going to drink any more off a sour, and I probably will draw the line under sours, and I don't think I'm going to do any more I like them, but it's like 1 or 2 pints. 1 pint probably is enough. And when I only have a limited amount of kegs, perhaps not wasting one as such, but perhaps using one in its entirety for a sour that it's going to take months for me to drink. Maybe not the best idea. So I'll get on this in another video. Anyway, lads, cheers.